Have you ever had this concern? Imagine coming home after a long day at work and finding your Social Security statement in your mailbox. As you unfold the paper, you might wonder, will this money really be enough to live on after I retire? You're not alone. A shocking statistic reveals that 96% of U.S. adults don't fully understand their Social Security benefits, resulting in lost money. This isn't just about miscalculating a few numbers. Important decisions that directly impact your lifetime earnings are at stake. Choosing the wrong timing for your Social Security application could result in losing hundreds of thousands of dollars over your lifetime. On the other hand, using the right strategy could allow you to receive significantly more benefits with the same contributions. Today, we'll help you piece together this complex puzzle one piece at a time. First, let's look at how Social Security benefits are calculated. Your monthly benefit is determined by three key factors: the year you were born, when you start receiving benefits, and your lifetime earnings. The Social Security Administration selects the 35 years with your highest earnings to calculate your benefits. If you worked fewer than 35 years, the missing years are counted as zero, reducing your benefits. This is one reason why continuing to work into your later years is advantageous. If you earned lower wages in your younger years, you can replace those years with higher earning years later in life. As of 2025, the maximum income subject to Social Security taxes is $176,100. Income above this amount is not subject to Social Security taxes and is not included in benefit calculations. Therefore, while increasing your income is important, remember that additional income beyond this limit does not affect your Social Security benefits. So, how can you determine exactly how much you will receive? Fortunately, the Social Security Administration offers several calculators. The most accurate method is to create a Social Security account. This account allows you to compare your expected benefits at age 62, full retirement age, and age 70 based on your actual income records. There are also online calculators, but these provide estimates without accessing your actual income records. For security reasons, they are not connected to the actual database, so you can only get approximate amounts. However, they can be helpful for quick calculations. With the quick calculator, you only need to enter your date of birth and current income information. Now let's address the most important question. When should you apply for Social Security? This is a decision that can literally change your life. While you can apply as early as age 62, applying before full retirement age will reduce your benefits for life. Conversely, waiting until age 70 will increase your benefits by 8% per year. Let's look at a specific example. For those born after 1960, the full retirement age is 67. If the monthly benefit you could receive at age 67 is $2,000, applying at age 62 would result in approximately $1,400 per month. However, waiting until age 70 would allow you to receive $2,480 per month. This difference accumulates over a lifetime and can amount to a significant sum. Does this mean you should always apply later? Not necessarily. You need to consider your health, family history, and other sources of income. Generally, around age 78 is considered the break-even point. If you expect to live longer than 78, applying later may be more advantageous, but if not, applying earlier may be better. However, there is an important caveat here. Many people refer to their parents' life expectancy or general average life expectancy statistics, but these may not be accurate. The life expectancy of someone who has already reached their 60s is significantly longer than the general average. Statistics that include people who died at a young age or in their youth do not apply to healthy individuals in their 60s today. For married individuals, there are more complex strategies available due to the option to utilize spousal benefits. A spouse can receive either their own benefits or 50% of their spouse's benefits, whichever is higher. However, an important change took effect in 2025. Previously, a strategy known as limited filing was available, which allowed individuals to first receive spousal benefits upon reaching full retirement age and then delay their own benefits until age 70 to increase the benefit amount. However, individuals born on or after January 2, 1954 can no longer use this strategy. Now, You must choose between your own benefits and your spouse's benefits, and you cannot change your choice later. The Social Security Administration automatically calculates and pays the higher benefit. Survivor benefits are also an important factor to consider. If your spouse dies, the surviving spouse can receive either their own benefits or the higher of the deceased spouse's benefits. An interesting fact is that divorced spouses who are married for at least 10 years can also receive benefits based on their former spouse's record, even if the former spouse has remarried. A famous example is comedian Johnny Carson. He was married 4 times, with 3 of those marriages lasting more than 10 years. Therefore, all 3 of his former wives are eligible to receive survivor benefits based on his record. However, if the marriage lasted less than 9 months, survivor benefits are not available. Now, let's look at specific strategies to maximize Social Security benefits. The first is to increase income. By securing a promotion, negotiating a raise, or taking on a side job, you can increase your income and, consequently, your future benefits. This is particularly effective in the latter part of your career, as higher income in later years can replace lower income years earlier in your career. The second is to work for at least 35 years. Social Security uses only your 35 highest years of earnings, so continuing to work after 35 years and earning higher wages can replace lower earning years in the past. The third is to continue working after reaching full retirement age. Once you reach full retirement age, you are eligible for full benefits regardless of income. Additionally, continuing to work at a high income can help increase future benefits. In 2025, several important changes took effect. First, Social Security benefits increased by 2.5%. Approximately 68 million beneficiaries began receiving the increased benefits starting in January. Second, the maximum income subject to Social Security taxes increased to $176,100. Third, the income limit for workers before full retirement age increased to $23,400. For every $2 earned above this amount, $1 is deducted from benefits. The income limit for the year you reach full retirement age is $62,160. Fourth, the Social Security Administration's visitation policy has changed. Starting in January 2025, in most cases, you will not be able to visit in person without a prior appointment. All services, including Social Security card issuance, will require an appointment. However, Social Security alone is not sufficient for retirement planning. The traditional U.S. retirement system is often compared to a 3-legged stool: Social Security, pensions, and personal savings. However, many companies now offer 401k plans or other personal savings accounts instead of pensions, making personal savings even more important. The 2025 401k contribution limit has increased to $23,500. Those aged 50 and older can contribute an additional $7,500, and those aged 60 to 63 can contribute an additional $11,250. These are new regulations under the Secure II Act. One of the key strategies for optimizing your 401k is to maximize your company match. Large companies like Google, Microsoft, and Meta offer a 50% match. This means that for every dollar you contribute, the company adds an additional 50 cents. This is equivalent to guaranteeing a 50% return immediately. Another important strategy is to balance traditional 401k and Roth 401k contributions. Traditional 401k contributions reduce your current taxes but are taxed upon withdrawal at retirement. Roth 401k contributions offer no current tax benefits but are tax-free upon withdrawal at retirement. There are also special strategies for high-income earners. This is called the Mega Backdoor Roth, which involves converting after-tax 401k contributions into a Roth 401k. The total contribution limit for 2025 is $70,000, so you can contribute the amount exceeding the regular contribution limit in after-tax dollars and then convert it to a Roth. IRAs are also important retirement savings tools. The 2025 IRA contribution limit is $7,000, and $8,000 for those aged 50 and older. Traditional IRAs offer current tax deductions but require taxes to be paid later, while Roth IRAs have no current tax benefits but allow tax-free withdrawals later. There is also a strategy called the backdoor Roth IRA. If you cannot contribute directly to a Roth IRA due to high income, you can contribute after-tax dollars to a traditional IRA and then immediately convert it to a Roth IRA. Tax-efficient withdrawal strategies after retirement are also important. It has generally been considered best to withdraw from taxable accounts, tax-deferred accounts, and tax-exempt accounts in that order. However, recent research suggests that withdrawing proportionally from all accounts may be more tax-efficient. For example, if you have total savings of $500,000 with $200,000 in taxable accounts, $250,000 in a traditional IRA, and $50,000 in a Roth IRA, you would withdraw 40%, 50%, and 10% from each account annually. However, for high-income individuals with significant long-term capital gains, a different strategy may be more advantageous. If you can take advantage of a 0% capital gains tax rate, it is advisable to withdraw from taxable accounts first. Mandatory minimum withdrawal rules must also be considered. Under the Secure II Act, mandatory withdrawals begin at age 73 starting in 2025 and are delayed to age 75 starting in 2033. Roth IRAs have no mandatory withdrawals for the original owner, making them advantageous for estate planning. Health savings accounts, HSAs, are also an important part of retirement planning. The contribution limit for 2025 is $4,300 for individuals and $8,550 for families. HSAs offer a triple tax advantage: tax-deductible contributions, tax-free growth, and tax-free withdrawals for medical expenses. There is an interesting trend emerging. Applications for Social Security benefits have surged since the beginning of 2025. The number of applications from January to May increased by 18% compared to the same period last year. Experts attribute this to three factors. First, baby boomers are reaching retirement age. Second, changes in pension regulations have increased benefits for some people. Third, political uncertainty is prompting some people to apply for benefits early. However, experts advise that in most cases, it is financially advantageous to apply as late as possible. Rather than making hasty decisions out of fear of political change, it is important to plan carefully from a long-term perspective. Make use of online tools. These include the Social Security Administration's official online calculators, T. Rowe Price's Social Security Optimization Tool, and Fidelity's Retirement Strategy Tax Estimator. Use these tools to compare different scenarios. It is also important to review and adjust your plan regularly. The optimal strategy may change depending on market conditions, personal circumstances, and changes in tax laws. Review your retirement plan at least once a year. Consider seeking professional help. Consulting with a financial advisor specializing in Social Security and retirement planning, or a registered Social Security analyst, can help you develop a customized strategy tailored to your personal situation. Finally, retirement planning is not just about money. Healthcare, housing plans, social relationships, and hobbies are all important factors to consider. Financial stability serves as the foundation for all of these aspects of your life. Your retirement is the beginning of a new chapter in your life. With adequate preparation and the right strategy, you can enjoy a worry-free retirement. Start by creating a Social Security account today and reviewing your 401k contribution rate. The future, you will thank the present you for these decisions. That's all for today. Thank you very much for watching until the end. We will continue to bring you more useful information on how to maintain happiness in your golden years. Please subscribe and like our channel to show your support. Thank you.